Welcome back to another episode of the GameCast Newscast. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Maximol.
Hello, everybody.
And we haven't got Vox again this week, because... I don't know. It's a bloody cop-out. Don't know what he's doing.
He's died.
Bloody no-show, mate. Quite a special show this week, because we are going to talk about just two things. We're going to talk about something that both me and Max want to talk about first, and then we will spend most of the show talking about the Game Awards and the things that won, the nominees, and what we think should have won, and we'll go through that in a more structured fashion than normal. Goodness gracious
Woo!
me.
We're professional.
I wouldn't go that far. Goodness me. Jeez. Don't sell it. Don't
Maybe
oversell
it. Gotta keep expectations low.
What's the Top Gear phrase? Ambitious but rubbish. So we'll start with the thing that we both want to talk about. And it's weirdly, it's a movie trailer. But it is related to video games because it is the movie for the adaptation of Ready Player One, which is a book.
Woo!
And I've read the book. I don't know about you. Have you read the book, Max?
Yep. I love the book.
I enjoyed the book upon first reading. My opinion of it has worsened significantly over time.
Really? Why is that?
Because there are entire pages dedicated to just referring to old things. That's never a good start. When you have a whole page going, hey, here's all of the retro games and things I can name. Look at me. I'm so cool and nerdy.
Fair.
And the only female character in the game is treated... Well, the only... spoilers for Ready Player One.
Main female character.
The only main... obvious female character throughout the whole thing is not portrayed very well. Like, she is capable, but she is very much
the part you'd think she would.
Yeah, she's treated very much like the trophy at the end.
Yeah.
And there's a segment where, again, spoilers, they sort of get closer and get nearly together in sort of Act 2, and then they sort of end up having to break it off. And the way that the main character goes about trying to alleviate the situation and get back to talking to this person is, oh boy. It's like, you know the phrase, the nice guy in inverted commas. It reminds me of that. It is so creepy.
Yeah.
I get that he's supposed to be a nerdy guy, and it might be that's the only way he knows how to do it. But at the same time, maybe don't portray your protagonist doing that. Not the best idea.
Nope.
Oh,
Wade Watts.
Wade Watts, professional nice guy. Yeah, I enjoyed it upon first reading, but it has not stuck well in my mind, unfortunately. But anyway, they're making a movie about it, and it's directed by Steven Spielberg.
Which ruins half of it.
Why does it ruin half of it? Why is that?
Because do you remember what he came out and said when he was announced he was directing it?
Go on. No, I don't.
He said, like, I want to remove a majority of the references to me, which, like, I get, but, like, at the same time, that was also, like, kind of part of the book was, like, 80s references and stuff like that, and, like, references to his stuff was a lot of it. And the trailer now has things like Tracer.
Yes, Overwatch and shit, and it's like, no, this isn't...
Yeah.
It's like the whole point of it, one of the points of it is like, hey, this guy who... Again,
he's a huge 80s nerd.
Yeah, the main sort of driving force behind the plot, not the main character, but the main driving force, grew up in the 80s and was a big like 80s nut and made the 80s come back, basically. Which means if he hadn't have already died, he should have been killed. Because that's not a good thing. Yeah.
Well, that's my thing. It's like, so well, then he shouldn't direct it then.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. But anyways, the trailer, to me, looks just straight up like every single other young adult adaptation. Just so kind of generic and, like, oh my god, I forgot the exact song they had in the trailer towards the end, but I remember it wasn't fitting at all from, like, the tone of the book, I remember.
I watched it without sound, so I don't know.
Oh god, it's a song you know. Fuck, it's like a super popular like rock song. I can't remember what it is. It's not We're Not Gonna Take It, but like it's something like as if they had that in it.
Take it. Don't make me watch this
like think
again.
As if they had that in it. No, you're gonna watch it. Just watch the last like 30 seconds or so.
Ready Player One
and
trailer.
It's in that.
I Want to Kill Myself. It's a really, really bad trailer.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It just killed all hopes I have.
Also, it's produced by Warner Bros, so that says everything you need to know. Oh, what in the trailer they don't explicitly state a thing, but they've basically given away one of the twists of the book.
Dude, they spoil like the whole book in that trailer.
Yes,
like they spoil the entire story.
If you go to 2 minutes 16, you will know exactly what they're spoiling.
Yep. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm surprised how big the trailer is too. Like I didn't think this was this big of a phenomenon. This book.
Oh, I do know that song. Do 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 do.
Yeah, that.
God, like, what's that song? Help me.
I don't remember the name of it.
It's a song. Do do. Do, 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 do.
Oh, Jump by Van Halen.
It's Stadium Rock.
That's it. Jump by Van Halen. There we go.
Yep.
Well done, Hillary. You got it.
Thanks.
Get a point. Well done. Okay, that's Anyway, 2 minutes 16 completely spoils like a thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know the thing.
Also, and there's also Custom Robo. What the hell is that? What is that doing there?
Custom Robo?
It's like a DS kind of game.
What?
Custom Robo was a DS game. It was an amazing DS game where you customize a robot and you fight it in an arena. It was kind of like Pokemon.
This sounds interesting. I might actually...
But also, like, the VFX just look kind of bad too, in my opinion.
Bad? They just look boring.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Also, is Chucky in it? Is that Chucky?
Wouldn't surprise me. Custom Robo has 5 games, only 2 of which had a Western release: a GameCube game and a DS game.
Yeah, so the trailer has like a bunch of modern characters like Tracer and Custom Robo and stuff like that, and that's weird to me. I know it has like Street Fighter characters too. It has like Chun-Li and stuff, I guess. I know that from other people saying so. I'm not a huge Street Fighter person, I don't know. But I don't know. And like having Jump by Van Halen in there, that's not the tone I expected when reading the book, especially like towards the end and everything. Like the end got kind of dark and dramatic for a while, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember it being very lighthearted at all. Like the third act, I should say, maybe not necessarily the end of the book, but the third act.
I think as a whole, it was a bit. I don't know. It wasn't very light-hearted. I think it just depends what kind of audience they're trying to attract, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me like the movie is not going for the same audience as the book. It seems like the movie is just going straight. I think it's just going straight, like trying to appeal to kids and like just appeal to the lowest common denominator here.
Maybe.
That trailer seems to have almost no effort put into it at all. Like just the bare minimum. To me, it just looks like every other trailer. It looks like Maze Runner, like the Percy Jackson
it's like
movies.
Valerian Light. That's what it's. That's
Yes.
what I think of.
Yeah, that too. Yep. Totally. Ah!
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't have high hopes for the movie in the first place.
Well, as long as they
I
don't
want it
have
to be good,
whole
of course,
minutes
but,
of
like...
dialogue dedicated to like the main character referencing 80s stuff, then hey, look at my DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I'm literally paused on the DeLorean.
There is a page in that book where he's describing this DeLorean, and it's like the book feels like a self-insert, but written incredibly poorly.
See, that's one thing I didn't pay attention to much, but after reading a lot of people's opinions after reading it, a lot of people say the writing is just not good. So I want to go back and like actually really pay attention to that.
Yeah, like I saw people say, "Oh, writing's really bad." I was like, "Okay." I went back and I was like, "Oh yeah, wow." It does not hold up to a second reading, I'll be honest.
Damn.
I know.
But yeah, I feel like overall I'll still always like it because it's like I like the journey and everything overall. But like, yeah, I don't expect to like it nearly as much if I read it again.
No.
Because I read it over like 20-minute periods on the train to and from class my sophomore year. So it took me a long time to read it. But like, they were always like short bursts that I enjoyed. So I just like soaked in the story and then like forgot about it. And then, yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah. That's probably the best way to actually experience the book in small bursts. But yeah, I have no excitement for this song.
No, not at all.
This film at all. It's just I am left incredibly tepid by the trailer.
Yep.
I mean,
if it's good, like great, of course. I want it to be good, but
yeah, if it's good, then great. I'll go and see it. But it does.
I'm going to bet money that it's going to be bad.
It does need to be better written than its source material, though.
Yeah. I just feel like it's also just going to be like the Ender's Game movie, too. Like, not awful, but, like, didn't need to happen.
The top comment on the trailer, can't beat the game because he doesn't have enough money for the DLC. Love it.
True. Also, you want to know one thing that pissed me off? Is that IGN, like, they, you know how, like, everyone fucking uploaded the trailer? IGN's thumbnail is literally Tracer. It's, like, the Tracer still. The 1 second she's in the trailer. It's like, really? Come on.
I mean...
I get it, but, like, come on. I don't know.
I don't get it. I think it's real dumb.
I mean, you know, they're appealing to everyone they can with that.
Yeah.
Instead of,
well, the thing is, they're trying to appeal to people going, hey, here's a thing you like. But that's not...
Yeah.
That's not good storytelling.
Nope.
Well, we shall see, anyway. The movie will bomb. Yeah, well, I don't know if the movie bombs. I just hope that it's good. So yeah, Ready Player One comes out next year. I have no hype for it. And now we're going to talk about the Game Awards.
These are actually exciting.
Woo! I disagree.
You don't think so? I thought there was... Okay, I should say there was a lot of reveals at the show that were exciting. I shouldn't say necessarily that the show was exciting.
The reason I am not hyped by the Game Awards is because it is a corporate circle jerk.
Yeah. It is.
That's what puts me off it.
That's true. That's why I didn't even watch it. I just read about it and saw all the reveals. The reveals were fucking awesome, dude. Like, we got a lot of cool stuff out of there. Bayonetta 3!
Oh yeah, that's very true. And the 1 and 2 being ported to Switch is a really good thing.
That's
getting closer and closer
awesome.
to getting rid of my Wii U. There's nothing on there. There's so little actually sort of left on the Wii U now that
Smash.
I can't get on Switch.
That's it.
Yeah, but you can get that on... I've got that on 3DS. I don't even have it on Wii U.
Oh, I forget that it was on 3DS as well. Well, we all know they're going to be porting it too. So, which is awesome, yeah.
So, I think probably in the next... oh, no. No, I won't be because I can't play Wii games without my Wii U.
Ah, fair.
That's the only reason that thing's going to stick around there. Literally the only reason. So I can play Mario Galaxy or something else.
Amazing.
Fuck the Wii U. Anyway. So the Game Awards happened, and what we're going to do, just to recap, I'm going to go through each award. I'm going to go through its nominees, then the winners, and we will then say which one we think should have won instead, or, well, maybe instead of the actual winner from those awards. So that's a thing that's happening. And we're skipping the first one, because I don't give a crap about that one. Oh no!
What?
The Schick Hydro thing is back.
Wait, it is?
Oh no! I really
Where?
hope that they didn't actually bring the thing back this year.
I didn't hear
I hope
anything
they just-
about that.
Oh no!
What do you mean it's
Schick
back?
Hydro.
Where's this back?
You're on the page.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through it.
Best debut indie game presented by Schick Hydro.
Oh god. I know they did some of these awards off screen. Like I know they did best RPG off screen, which is stupid. But so maybe that was why. Yeah, presented by Schick Hydro.
I just hope that on this show they didn't bring back the Schick Hydro, like the man in the suit. Oh man. That was something.
The good old days.
Oh, that was the most cringy, awful thing ever. Anyway, so yeah, the first category we're going basically from the bottom of the site to the top. The top is like game of the year, so it makes sense to do that one last. So best debut indie game presented by Schick Hydro.
Nice.
The nominees were Cuphead, Slime Rancher, Mr. Shifty, Hollow Knight, and Golf Story. The winner being Cuphead. Now, who do you think should have won that award?
Well, so Cuphead I think deserves the win, but I
agree, actually, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd have to say Slime Rancher, Hollow Knight, and Golf Story are all worthy competitors.
I've got Mr. Shifty. I've not played it, but I'm aware that it's quite good.
Yeah, Mr. Shifty, I was going to say, I actually remember I got a press release for them, and I thought the game, there was a GIF in the email, and I thought the game looked incredibly average. And I heard nothing on it.
It's quite interesting. Like,
Yeah.
It's got a decent enough concept. Like, you teleport around and try and...
It's
get
like Hotline Miami,
it's
right?
It's like really quite challenging. So it's not a bad game
Okay.
by any stretch from what I've heard. It's definitely worth playing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no,
I had
after seeing that there, I want to try it.
I had a ton of fun with Hollow Knight. Well, fun's not maybe the right word because it's not a very fun game. It's a very grim, dark game, but it's quite good.
Yeah.
Golf Story's that one on Switch. I've not actually played
Right.
it, but
I've heard it's
seen it and it
amazing.
looks good.
Yeah. I've heard
It
very
does look
good
like
things.
something I would probably enjoy.
Yeah, same.
Slime Rancher. Do I own Slime Rancher? I don't think I do. No, I
It
don't.
launched on Games with Gold, and I played quite a bit of it, actually. It was really fun.
I'm aware of Slime Rancher. Yeah, I've also seen it. It's not my kind of thing, but I can see why people would enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then there's Cuphead, which I
Surprising amount
agree.
of depth.
Despite the fact that I love Hollow Knight, Cuphead definitely, I understand. Best new or best first game.
Yeah. No, Cuphead's just
Yeah.
a success all around in every sense of the word.
Yeah, definitely.
The fact that
Well
it
done,
even
then.
came out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so that's that award. We are actually in agreement with Corporate Circle Jerks. Let's
Woo!
move on to not esports team. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Not esports player. I still don't give a shit. Best esports game. That'll do. We have Overwatch, Rocket League, League of Legends, Dota 2, and CS:GO. And the winner was Overwatch. I personally think it should beat Rocket League.
Yeah, I wish it was Rocket League, but like I get why it's Overwatch.
I know why. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
why Overwatch won, because it's like, well, it's Blizzard, so it had the marketing and it got the sales, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Overwatch!" And it's like, I enjoy the game, but it's,
Yeah. Well,
maybe
to be
not
fair,
quite as much as other
Overwatch,
people.
Overwatch is as big as Rocket League is. I still think Overwatch has a way bigger esports scene per se than
Maybe
Rocket League
I just
does.
think
In terms of just
Rocket
sheer
League's a
overall
lot.
players that play it too, I'd say so.
Well, Rocket League still has a ton of players.
No, they do, but Overwatch just has more.
90-odd thousand online at once.
Like, Rocket League is nothing, like, to shy at, but I'm pretty sure Overwatch just sheerly has more. Anyways. Kind of like how, like, FF14 is, like, a really popular MMO, but, like, WoW is still way more popular than it, even though both are very good. That's what I mean.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that Rocket League is the more balanced experience.
Yeah, I'd say in terms of, like, pure, like, an esports experience, like, yeah, Rocket League all the way.
It is probably the most skill-based out of all of these games, because it is a game, like, it's very balanced. You can just pick it up and play it. It's very easy to learn. It's very hard to master, though.
Yeah.
And it is basically all skill-based, which is what I like about it.
Whereas the rest of the games, maybe CSGO probably being the exception. The other ones, it's also a lot of, like, just knowledge and memorizing, like, all the different heroes and stuff. Yeah. Where it skill obviously plays a massive factor, but it's more than that. Whereas Rocket League is, like, purely skill.
Maybe I just don't want my 101 hours of Rocket League to go to waste.
Fair.
And for those of you who aren't aware, for me to put 101 hours in a game means it's a pretty special game.
Yeah, I feel that.
Or Pokemon.
Pokemon just takes 100 hours.
Oh yeah, it does. I have 2 games on my Steam library that have over 100 hours, I think, and it's Rocket League and The Binding of Isaac.
Hey, same actually. I think PlanetSide 2 is my other one that's around there.
My next closest is Saints Row 3 on 88 hours.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know why, but it is there.
I was going to say, that's an interesting choice for you. But
yeah, I've then got City Skylines at 70 hours below that.
There
and that's
you go.
That's more me.
But
anyway,
my friend who, like, he's aware of games and he's super into tech, but, like, he's not a big gamer. He Snapchatted me the other day. It was like 5 a.m. He's like, I just stayed up all night accidentally playing this game. And I was like, what game? And he was like, it's City Skylines. I was like, yes!
Yes! Well done.
Yeah.
Best choice. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, Overwatch won that. I do get it. I would just prefer that Rocket League won. So let us move on.
Yep.
Trending Gamer. Don't give a fuck. Don't even know who any of those people are.
I know one of them.
One more than me. Best Student Game.
This is interesting. I didn't know this category was here until right now.
I've never heard of any of these games, so they obviously didn't make it big particularly. We've got Level Squared, Meaning, Impulsion, Falling Sky, Hollowed, and From Light. Level Squared 1.
I will say every single one of these looks interesting.
They certainly got as a very large mix of visual styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one that looks most interesting to me might be Hollowed.
Yeah.
Just from that image, what's going on there looks incredibly interesting, just compared to everything else.
I feel that, yeah. Impulsion looks like a Portal game, straight up. Or like that sort of puzzle like game.
Like a puzzle shooter like Portal or something like that.
Falling Sky looks like just a walking simulator, but like I'm sure it's interesting. Meaning looks interesting. I don't know what to make of Meaning.
It looks like a minimalist puzzle game, maybe.
Yeah, and then Level Squared also just looks like a puzzle game. From Light, I guess, looks kind of generic, but I'm assuming since it's there, it's maybe more.
It must have done something right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next award, which was Best Indie Game. We have Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, What Remains of Edith Finch, Night in the Woods, Pyre, and Cuphead.
Wow.
And of course, the winner was Cuphead, but oh my god, is that a good showing.
Yeah, holy shit.
as much as we can rag on the AAA industry for being utter shits this year, the indie scene is on fucking fire.
Always is, dude.
This year has been amazing for indie. Like, particularly this year has been amazing for indie games.
I've missed a lot more than I'm proud of, too.
Oh, yeah. But, like, Pyre is an amazing game.
Yeah.
Like, I would say it came out of nowhere, but considering who it came from, I was like, oh my god, yes. Like, I saw it was, hey, Supergiant have come up with another game. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm buying that.
Right.
I didn't even know what it was, and I was just like, I'm going to enjoy this, and I played it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I need to pick up Pyre.
It's something that shouldn't work, and it does. It's visual novel meets weird basketball sport thing.
Right? Which is so, like, different from what they normally did. Like, Bastion and Transistor are fucking awesome, but, like, that's still... I guess they have that same angle. Yeah, they are. Transistor and Bastion are similar. They could be, like... Transistor straight up just feels like a sequel to Bastion, which is not a knock on it in any way. Transistor is fucking awesome as well. But, like, Pyre seems to be, like, the first time they took that idea and really, like, changed it up.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people complained about Transistor, saying that it just felt like they got into a comfort zone, like a really well-polished isometric hack and slash. Yeah. And then they just went with the next game. They were just like, well, if you think we're in a comfort zone, we're just going to do the opposite of what you fucking think.
Well, I think what made Transistor stand out was actually that it was, like, turn-based, kind of. I think that if it would have stayed, like, real-time, then it would have been more, like... Like, I get where those people are coming from, and I think that's true, but I think it's also fair because it's only, like, their second game. I think that's, like, sort of... They were like, yeah, we want to innovate on this winning formula a bit more. And now we're going to show you what's up. That we're amazing. But, dude, I need to play... I really want to play Edith Finch. I don't know, dude.
I play Hellblade.
Yeah, I was going to say, like... So much appeal. I feel like Christmas, these are the four games I'm going to buy. Like, Cuphead, I'm going to buy on Xbox. I've just been waiting. The only reason I haven't bought Cuphead is because I knew I'd play it all the time, so I just wanted to wait until I had free time. But, like, the other four, like, I think I'm just going to... These are going to be my 4 Steam sale purchases, honestly, right there.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, this year has been spectacular for indie games. Again, I completely understand why Cuphead won it.
Yeah.
Completely deserves it. The other games, though, are fucking spectacular.
Yeah, any one of those deserved it.
Well done, the indie scene this year. Well done to them. So the most anticipated game presented by McAfee. Fuck off, McDonald's. Corporate circle jerk, extending a little further.
Amazing.
The nominees for most anticipated game, which is presumably just upcoming, maybe next year, maybe not. We have Marvel's Spider-Man, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, which is technically not a misnomer because, like, everyone's like, oh, Red Dead Redemption was the second one. It's like, yeah, but it's titled differently, so it's the second Red Dead Redemption, not the second Red Dead game.
It's like Final Fantasy 13.
It's still dumb, but it's not incorrect. Monster Hunter World and The Last of Us 2, the winner being The Last of Us 2. However, I am personally more excited for the Spider-Man game.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Because that looks like it's got the same web-swinging mechanics as Spider-Man 2, the game.
Yeah.
And those are exceptional. And they're basically one of about 2 games that have got it semi-right.
Yep. Not even... They fucking killed... Yeah.
Oh, they killed it in Spider-Man 2. They got it nearly right in a couple of other games.
Yeah, but nothing lived up to Spider-Man 2.
Oh, boy. Yeah, graphically that game doesn't hold up, but the mechanics still hold up.
Yep. Fantastic. So, honestly, that Spider-Man game is probably going to be Game of the Year. Like, I'm calling it right now.
Ooh, I think there's a lot of expectation behind it now.
There is.
That's the problem.
But, dude, everything they've shown has been like, holy shit. And I feel like they've shown very little. At least to me. I don't know why. It appeals to me so much, that fucking game.
Maybe we just like Spider-Man a lot.
Yeah. That may be it, honestly, but like...
Maybe. Last of Us Part 2 genuinely holds no interest for me at all. I get why it won, but I I don't care.
Yeah, I'm whatever towards it. Like I'd like to play
very
it, but,
little for Dad of War. That doesn't interest me particularly.
I like those games. I like those types of games, but like
they're good games, but whatever. A series that should have ended carries on.
Monster Hunter World looks awesome. I'm excited for that game. That game looks fucking awesome. Does look good. Yeah. And then weirdly, Red Dead 2 is fine.
All of these games are PS4 exclusives.
Not Monster Hunter. Wait, no.
Is it not?
Monster Hunter and Red Dead aren't. No, Red Dead has a deal with Sony, but it's not a PS4 exclusive. And Monster Hunter, no. Monster Hunter's coming to everything.
Ah. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, Red Dead has like that Sony deal. But no, I know for a fact Monster Hunter World's coming to everything.
Monster Hunter World's coming to PC.
Yep.
Oh, yes it is. I forgot about that. Yes!
Oh yeah, that game's gonna be awesome. It's coming out so soon too. It's coming out like January.
Yes. And Red Dead 2's not coming to PC. And I'm gonna cry.
And it's probably also not coming in 2018. But let's see. Actually, it might.
Yes.
But
my order in ascending order of excitement from this list: Last of Us, Dad of War, Red Dead, Monster Hunter, Spider-Man. That's my order of excitement.
Like, I'd be very okay if I only had Monster Hunter and Spider-Man, to be honest, out of that list. The rest, like, I know I would enjoy thoroughly, but like those two really appeal to me. I am surprised Death Stranding is not on this list, though. Maybe that's because they don't expect it to come for like another 2 years. Of it.
Yeah, maybe there's not enough. There's not a lot of game there yet. In fact, there's no game there yet.
Well, actually, from what they haven't shown it, but from what I've been reading, there's like a decent amount of the game, and like a lot of it makes sense according to people, and like, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of like really good, a lot of praise on the behind the scenes stuff that we haven't seen yet. Of course, we all have to take that with a grain of salt. And it's not really surprising, but like it's still nice to hear.
Exactly. So yes, those are the games to look apparently that the industry is looking forward to next year. And now we will move on to best multiplayer.
Also, just straight up, like, good for Monster Hunter. Like, sorry, this just came to my head. Like, good for Monster Hunter because it's like this could be the first time it appeals to like a massive audience and not just like a
because it's been niche one. Very sort of it's been very, very niche until now. But this might help. Yeah,
definitely. Because it's always been on like Nintendo systems, hasn't it? Like for the most part.
There was a PSP game that had a Monster Hunter on it.
Okay, and what's interesting is this one actually isn't coming to a Nintendo system. It's getting its own thing. It's getting like Generations 2 or something like that. World is coming to everything else. At least unless that's changed. But I remember that was the case when it was first announced, which is so interesting.
Yeah. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite was the PSP one. There was also a couple of PS2 games.
Ah, okay.
Also, would you like to know something interesting about the PSP?
Yes.
The PSP sold more units than the Xbox, like the original Xbox, the Game Boy Advance, and give me a second.
Wait, are we talking overall?
Yes, we are talking overall.
Oh.
Here we go. It sold more than. Come on, give me a fucking break. The PSP sold more units than the Nintendo 64, Xbox, and GameCube combined.
Holy shit!
Yes. That's how many units the PSP sold. And the only reason the PSP was considered a failure is because it went up against the DS, which is one of the biggest selling... It's the second biggest selling console of all time.
Rightfully so. But yeah.
Yeah. If you're interested... number 5 is the Wii, number 4 is the PS1, number 3 is the Game Boy and Game Boy Color combined, number 2 is the DS, and number 1 is the PS2.
That PS2 is going to be passed up by the PS4 and the Switch this gen, which is crazy. Like, that's crazy.
The Switch is doing well, though. 10 million units.
Oh my god, the Switch is doing insane. Like, no one even predicted this.
Props to the Switch. I thought it wouldn't go this well, and it has. Yeah. Well done, them.
I mean, I will say, I was a big defender of that thing, but, like, this is doing...
I was a skeptic, and now I'm a convert. They've done good. Well done, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
on to the Game
back
Awards.
to multiplayer, because, there's 2 Nintendos on this award, Best Multiplayer.
Nintendo killing it.
Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8, Desta Shit 2, Fortnite, Call of Shitty World War Shit 2, and PlayerUnknown's Shittlegrounds.
Getting creative with those.
Yeah. PUBG won. I don't
Not
think
surprising.
Done. I think. Ooh, Mario Kart or Splatoon should have won that.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. They're both more refined experiences. They're much better, and the online is actually works.
I will say that Fortnite is a pretty freaking incredible game. Very surprisingly good. Like, I think you'd like it a lot too, Snowy, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I've heard. Well, we've talked about Fortnite a lot on this channel, and I know that you're quite a fan of it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to play it in a bit, but like, yeah.
I've just not got around to playing it yet, to be honest, more than anything. I just keep forgetting to actually... Like, it wants me to register an account, and I don't feel like doing that.
Well, you have to buy it right now, too. It'll be free to play once it comes out. Like, they said summer of 2018, so, like, you might as well wait until then. But, like, no, that game is really cool, dude. Honestly. But, like, I could see why it won. Or why PUBG won, sorry.
I see why it won. It's because it sold a bunch of units, but that doesn't make it a good game.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you could sell 15 million piles of shit, but that doesn't turn them into gold. They're still piles of shit.
Yeah, did you hear that it's running terribly on the X too?
Shocking!
Yeah,
like, an unoptimized really piece of shit runs badly on a port? No!
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
And people are defending it, saying it's not technically out yet, but it's coming out this month.
For the love of God.
Like the 1.0. I don't remember the exact date, but like, yeah.
Stop. Why did they even release it on Xbox yet?
Because Microsoft needed something, dude. I don't know.
Finish your fucking game first. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, DayZ's doing the same thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, don't remind me that game exists. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was conned into buying that game. I'm not okay with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Call of Duty, no. Destiny 2, fuck no. Did you hear what they did?
Oh, they've done a lot. What
they
part?
They got caught red-handed gating content that was previously available behind DLC by raising the level cap for particular bits of content above what you could get until you bought the DLC.
Wow.
They did it in Destiny 1. Nobody cared back then. However, because people are very tetchy nowadays about companies being shitty, because that's a good thing.
Yeah.
They got caught and they've had to reverse the changes.
Lovely.
Yes. Shouldn't have done it in the first place, but well done.
I don't know, dude. Fucking with Destiny 2, Bungie's been caught doing like 5 different shitty things now, people keep trying to defend them, and I'm like, you know what? I defended them at first, but like,
people need to stop defending corporations because they are not your friends. They do not care about you. They look at you and they see a wallet. That's it.
Yeah, I saw an interesting tweet. I think it was yesterday, and it was like, the most interesting thing this gen has done is made gamers fans of corporations. And he was saying it like in a bad way, per se, because now it's like becoming like a war almost between like which corporation is best instead of just being fans of the games. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like, I'm just getting tired of the gaming industry right now because it's not about the games anymore.
Yeah. Why do you think I keep to the indies?
Yeah, same. But like, I can't really do my job only keeping in the indies, but it's also just making me not want to do the job anymore. Like, fuck.
Well, yeah, this is true. It's going to persevere sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move away from the multiplayer, because PUBG shouldn't have won it, and we'll go to sports/racing game. We have Oh, actually, no. I'm not talking about a sports racing game because I don't care.
Forza's amazing.
Forza won, but they've got loot boxes up the wazoo. They shouldn't have won it. In fact, all of these games are shite, to the best of my knowledge, in terms of loot boxes and whatever, apart from maybe Gran Turismo.
I've heard Gran Turismo just isn't very good in the first place.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that. Maybe
which sucks because it's the return to that franchise.
Well, yeah. Oh well, sports games are shit. Let's move on to best strategy game.
Ooh, that's a cool category this year.
It is quite a cool category. That's quite interesting. I'm quite a fan of strategy games. We have Total War, Warhammer 2, Halo Wars 2, XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. There's a lot of twos going on here. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Tooth and Tail, which is the lovely little indie entry. I'm very pleased that that managed to get a nomination. Mario plus Rabbids won.
Well deserved.
Well deserved, definitely, because that is a very solid XCOM-like Mario game, which is amazing. Well done to them for actually making that work.
And it's getting free DLC. I think it may be out right now. If not, it's about to be. You know what's interesting about that game is that it, because you say it's like an XCOM game, which it is, that came out on the same exact day as that XCOM expansion. That's right next to it on the list. Isn't that funny?
Oh, I did not know that.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's quite funny.
Yeah.
That is quite funny.
But yeah, it's a good list.
XCOM 2 is also a very good game, so I wouldn't have been sad if that won.
Yeah.
In fact, apart from Halo Wars 2, I think I would have understood any of these games winning.
Yeah, same. And like Halo Wars 2 is still good.
They're all pretty solid.
It's just not like...
It's not
exactly.
as good.
It's not as good. Exactly. But like it's still definitely a fun time. Like Halo Wars is awesome. But no, it's nowhere near. To be fair, it doesn't really try to be like these other games, but that also... I mean, it's still in the genre, so it's got to be compared to them. Yeah. It's just not as good.
Exactly. So yeah, well-deserved win there from Mario. Let's move on to best family game. I'm trying to speed through this because we're taking our time.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We've got Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, Sonic Mania, Mario plus Rabbids, Mario Kart 8. What a surprise that Nintendo got pretty much all of the nominations here. Mario Odyssey won. I can understand that.
Yeah, that's also its only win.
It is. That's weird. We'll come on to that. Spoilers slightly, but oh well.
Yeah, everyone knows.
I think I would have understood any of these being the winner other than maybe Splatoon, because that doesn't strike me as a family game.
To be honest, I don't think really Mario Rabbids is, like, it's family friendly, but I don't really know if that's a family game per se either.
No, I would have said maybe put Mario Kart 8. That's the most family friendly, because that's a game you can play with your family very well.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, it is interesting that that's considered a family game.
You can play with your family.
Yeah,
and
like Sonic,
or Mario plus Rabbids would have worked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been disappointed in Sonic one either, because that's a very good game.
I would, like, none of these are all great games, every single game on this list, but like I don't necessarily think most of them fit as a family game per se. Like they're all family friendly, all of them. But like like you said,
to say that makes them a family game is maybe a bit disingenuous.
Yeah, because that's like every game is family friendly. Like if we go by that
to a point,
yeah, to a point. You know what I mean? But like, yeah.
Next we have best fighting game. We have Tekken 7 Nidhogg. I know, Tekken 7, Nidhogg 2, Marvel Capcom Infinite, ARMS, and Injustice 2. I would have said Injustice is a well-worthy winner. They won. I would have said either that or ARMS. Maybe Nidhogg.
Yeah, I like ARMS. I feel like I kind of got everything out of it after like 20 minutes of playing, though. Like, I enjoyed it, but like, I don't know. It just didn't seem like it had a lot of depth to me. I could be wrong. That's all I've ever played of it. Nidhogg's amazing. MVCI I've heard isn't very good, but Tekken 7 and Injustice 2 are both amazing. But I've heard Injustice 2 is just like, in terms of normal game standards, also just amazing. Let alone being an amazing fighting game. That is what I've heard.
It's got slightly iffy business practices, I think.
Because WB, dude.
Yeah, that's to be expected from WB.
Yeah.
But other than that, the game itself is, by all accounts, superb. So yeah, I completely understand that win. That makes absolute sense.
Yep.
now to a category that may be a little bit contentious amongst the Gamecast people. We have the best RPG.
Woo.
So, we have Persona 5, South Park, Final Fantasy 15, Divinity Original Sin 2, and Nier Automata.
All great games, in my opinion.
All very good games. Persona 5 won.
Not surprising.
Now, I don't know who I'd give this to. I'd probably say either Persona or Nier would be my choices.
You haven't played Divinity, right?
No.
Knowing you, I'd think that if you played Divinity, that would be your number one by a lot.
Oh, okay. I might
just
have to
knowing
see
you.
if that's on sale at Christmas time.
Yeah, that game. I mean, to be fair, it launched at $40. But like, do you like you like Dungeons and Dragons, right?
To a
Or
point,
like-
yeah.
This game is basically like Dungeons and Dragons in a video game. Like, it's just you create your
that's
character to the core, and then the choices are just absolutely just off the wall insane. Like, the customization in terms of like just the different branches the game can go in. Anyone can die. You can literally kill anyone, any quest giver. And what's interesting is that the multiplayer, it's a 4-player multiplayer, but you can do like by yourself, or you could do like 2 to 4 or any variation in between. And the point of the game is to become God, become divinity. That's not a spoiler. That's like known. But what's interesting is that if you play co-op, it doesn't necessarily have to be co-op. You can entirely exist like on your own. You don't have to interact at all. But like, say like I wanted to fuck with you, Snelly, and I know the way you play. I could I could run ahead and target every single quest giver that you would like, that I know you would like, and I could kill them ahead of time, and you wouldn't know. So by the time you get to those areas, you'd have to you'd figure that out.
Dead, and you're just like,
And even more fun is that the end of the game, only one person can win. So even if you decide to do co-op the entire time, you have to kill each other at the end. Because only one person can become divinity. Yeah. And you could kill each other at any point throughout the campaign anyways. Like, it's crazy. It's basically you're just living in this world. Like, there's almost no restrictions. Cool. And then there's also a game master mode that allows you to make maps and modes. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Okay. That definitely sounds like my kind of thing.
Yeah. But all these games are incredible.
Yeah. I know what Sarah would have picked. She would have picked South Park.
Yes. That's right up her alley.
She's super into that. Yeah.
It's a great game.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And next we have Best Action Adventure Game. We have Zelda Breath of the Wild, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Assassin's Creed Origins, Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I think Horizon Zero Dawn, while I don't necessarily think it should have won that, has been a very underrated game this year.
You know what's interesting is that everyone was talking about how it would be their game of the year and everything. And it was nominated for 6 categories.
Everything else has come out.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't even know if I should say it's underrated per se. I just feel like out of every game that's come out since, it's just like the least standout, even though it's still amazing.
Maybe.
Like, to me, I guess aside from like Uncharted, the Uncharted expansion.
That's boring stuff. But yeah, to be fair, I understand what you mean. I don't think Horizon necessarily does anything new.
Yeah, it just does everything super well.
Yeah, I think that's basically the crux of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, a lot of other years, Horizon Zero Dawn would have been up there.
Exactly.
Oh my god, this is amazing. And then this year it's been overlooked.
The thing is, it still is.
So many good games.
But yeah, it also came out at the beginning of the year. But like, no, again, it was nominated for 6 fucking categories. Like, it just didn't win any of them.
Nope. Aw, poor Horizon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, what is it? Action Adventure, the ever vague category. Doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Zelda, worthy winner. That makes sense. I get that.
Yep.
Next category, best action game.
I didn't know
Wolfenstein
Wolfenstein won.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. That was me speaking. I'm so sorry. That surprised the shit out of me.
It's fine. I can just cut that bit out now.
Yeah.
Nominees were Destiny 2, no. Cuphead, Prey, Neo, and Wolfenstein 2, with Wolfenstein 2 being the winner. I would have thought you would have said Neo. Am I correct?
Yes. It's a close battle between Neo and Prey. This is the category I have the most experience in. I've played all of these games thoroughly, aside from Cuphead, which I've played like quite a bit of, but not thoroughly. And Neo and Prey are definitely... Wolfenstein 2 is great, don't get me wrong, but like it's just not as good as the first game. Yeah, it's just... There's something a bit... Like, it's still a worthwhile experience, without question. And if the first one hadn't come around... second one would be like, holy shit. But the first one, I don't know. The first one's story is just a bit tighter, whereas the second one just went for a lot more over the top moments, which it has, and they're still like, holy shit. But it kind of feels like just going all over the place. And the gameplay barely changes from the first, even though it's still very tight. It's hard. I have to admit, it's probably hard for them to innovate on it because it's so good already, the gameplay.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you make a really good game, you got to try and improve on it. Like, what can possibly improve?
Oh, that's honestly the biggest issue with Wolfenstein 2, is that the first one just set such a high bar and could barely live up to. And they tried, and they did a good job. It's still entirely worth playing. Prey's amazing.
It'd be like go ahead. It'd be like them making Undertale 2. It's like, how could you possibly? Exactly.
Prey is amazing. Prey and Neo are actually battling for my game of the year, personally. That's a very tough decision. But in terms of action game, yeah, definitely Neo.
Cool. I would have personally said, I don't know, maybe Cuphead, maybe Neo. Either of those two would work for me. Next category is Best VR or AR game. And as the only VR person, or the only person with a VR headset on the team, I don't have any of these games. I really want Star Trek Bridge Crew, but I don't have anyone to play it with. Farpoint I've never heard of. Lone Echo Arena I've never heard of. Resi 7 VR that sounds like simultaneously the best and most horrifying thing ever. And Super Hot VR, which is apparently very, very good.
Yeah.
I do want Super Hot VR. That's definitely on my wish list. And that would probably, from what I've actually seen of these things, be my choice for winner.
Yeah, I'd have to say same. Just because Super Hot's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm also not surprised that Resi 7 got it.
Yeah. I'd say Resi 7 is probably a better implementation of VR.
Yeah, definitely.
Or usage
I will point out, I can understand why Star Trek Bridge Crew didn't win it when it costs £40.
Isn't it just a walking simulator?
Star Trek Bridge Crew?
Yeah. Isn't there not much to it? Or am I wrong there?
No, what are you on about? You're on the bridge. You're doing
No, I know tasks. I know that, but isn't there not much gameplay to it? I just remember reading that when it was first announced or something. That's all I know about it. Literally it. I know nothing aside from that.
I've seen quite a lot of things to do in it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It looks quite good. But yeah, I wouldn't pay £40 for it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'd pay a decent amount of money for it. I'd pay £20, no problem. That works for me. That's my price point for it. But
maybe on the sale, dude.
We'll see. Yeah, lots of VR games, very interesting. I would have said, I'm going off list here, Rick and Morty Virtual Reality.
Yeah, from what I've heard, that game seems awesome.
Damn good game. Also, Tiny Town VR is very good. I'm just going to do good VR games. A VR game that I want is Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, which is the most realistic gun simulator you'll ever play in your life.
Yeah.
Just everything I've seen about that is amazing.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
What else have we got? The Lab, which is Valve's little free thing, is actually pretty fun.
Okay.
I quite like that. It's got a little it's like a catapult thing where you shoot cores, GLaDOS cores at
really?
boxes. It's really fun.
Like Wheatley.
It is a tech demo, but it's a fun tech demo. I like it.
Leave it up to Valve to make it fun at least. I will say that everything they make is still fun.
Exactly, and I'm looking forward to the Portal Bridge thing. That also looks fun. So yes, next category is Best Handheld Game. We have Ever Oasis, never heard of that, Fire Emblem Echoes, Hoochie and Yoshi's Woolly World, Monster Hunter Stories, and Metroid Samus Returns, the winner being Metroid, a very, very worthy winner, because it is basically Metroid 2, but like modern. Yes.
Yeah, it's
all
the
of
remake,
that
right?
is required. I need it in my face.
Yeah, honestly, not that the list looks weak, because it's not weak, but like I haven't heard much about these titles. I haven't heard much about these at all.
Look weak.
You think so?
Like, I've played Yoshi's Woolly World on Wii U, and it's quite dull.
Okay.
Monster Hunter Stories holds no interest for me. Sorry, I had to clap a fly.
No worries.
Fire Emblem Echoes.
I've heard that's great.
Fine. I've heard of it, but it didn't register on my radar, and I've never heard of Ever Oasis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's my thing. Like, these games could all be good. I've just, like, I haven't heard much talk.
They could all be amazing. That's my thing. I've not heard. No.
Yeah.
I've just heard of Metroid, and I know
Metroid
why that
was
won
huge.
because that's a good game.
Yeah.
On to Best Mobile Game. We have Monument Valley 2, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, Old Man's Journey, Hidden Folks. Monument Valley 2 won. However, I think it should have been Hidden Folks. I've played that on PC. That is that's so good. That's such a good game, Hidden Folks.
Have you played the first Monument Valley, though?
I have played the first Monument Valley. It's quite good. Ooh. It's not as good as Hidden Folks, but it's quite good.
Fair. Yeah, I've only played... Well, no, I've played Mario and Fire Emblem, but...
I don't give a shit about Mario.
Yeah, Mario was fun for me, but like I 100%ed the free stuff in like literally 2 hours. So, and I'm not paying $10 for that. Not worth it.
I don't mind paying for mobile games when it comes down to it, but I didn't think it was worth $10 to me, so I didn't pay that.
Yeah, that's my exact thing. Fire Emblem's fun. I don't know. I can't play mobile games for super long.
No, I agree. I would have added Mini Metro to that list. I will go on about
you like that game. Yeah. It's a cool game from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really difficult. It's really good. Also, Reigns Her Majesty. I know it's a bit late.
That came out too late.
Come out the last couple of days, but yes.
Yeah, that game looks awesome. I'm going to get that game.
How much does Hidden Folks cost?
Yeah, what is that? Is that like a point and click, or I can't tell what it is based on this.
Where's Waldo for you?
Yeah, totally.
It's that.
Oh, okay, interesting. And that's a really good game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
It's basically it's Where's Waldo, but it's like you've got to find loads of different things. You can manipulate the environment in various ways, and it's got some of the best sound designs you'll ever find in a game. I will actually link you personally to my video on it because it is great. Okay, definitely. Cool. It's good. I definitely recommend playing it. Even if you don't play it on mobile, play it on Steam. It doesn't cost very much. I would imagine not either. So I think it's iPhone only. No. So, I know. Kill it. Come on, Hidden Glass. Well, it's okay. Search bar up here, you tit. Because Vine 2 is only launching on Android first. Yay. Yeah. That's our win for the year. Or next year. But yeah, I would say just based on my experience with the games and me loving the first one, I would say Monument Valley 2. So that's fair. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say either Hidden Folks, and I've heard Monument Valley 2 is very good, but of course it is because the first one was good. So yeah, cool. That's a thing. The next category, Best Ongoing Game. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's like an award to games for outstanding development for ongoing content that involves the player experience over time. Okay, if that is the fucking description of the category, that should just be Warframe, hands down. Warframe, what they do with that game is amazing. Yeah, Warframe. Like Overwatch, they've added like 2 characters and done a bit of balancing. Rainbow
Yeah.
Six Siege, they've done a bit of balancing.
Oh, to
GTA
be fair,
Online,
Rainbow
okay,
Six
they've
Siege
added...
might too. Rainbow Six Siege did a complete turnaround. That game launched. It was like Lawbreakers almost when it launched.
Oh, that launched broken and then it's got better,
It turned around.
GTA Online has added stuff, admittedly, but at the same time, GTA Online is a grindy pile of shit and I hate it.
Yeah.
Destiny 2, no. PUBG, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'd say between Overwatch and Warframe.
Yeah.
Overwatch won, because of course it did, but I think Warframe should have won.
Warframe totally should have won, honestly, without question.
The amount
They
do
fucking
with that game
reinvent
is
that game
insane.
every fucking 2 months.
It's insane. Like, well done to the devs of Warframe. You deserve
They've also-
the love.
They've also built like the best community in the fucking world. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
totally, without question.
Next category.
Siege has a good next year coming up, though.
Ooh.
I'll give them that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry. Next category is games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with profound pro-social meaning or message. We have Please Knock on My Door, I'd rather not. Hellblade, Night in the Woods, Life is Strange Before the Storm, What Remains of Edith Finch, Bury Me, My Love. Hellblade won. I think Hellblade should have won.
Yeah, I don't have
Because
enough knowledge on most of these
Even
to
if
say
it's like the
anything different.
games, even if it's like the actual game's message is maybe not the most sort of like amazing social commentary, I'd say it's had an impact on the industry as a whole because of where it's come from.
Yeah,
And all of the stuff surrounding its creation has
The
given
double
it
A
such
game.
an impact. And thank you, Ninja Theory. Thank you so much for just proving all of the people who defend the AAA industry wrong.
right.
Because I love you for that. I do.
Yeah.
I genuinely do. It makes me so happy to just have basically all of the arguments that the defenders of the AAA industry put forward just silenced with one game. Thank you.
Shut out. Yeah, I need to play that game.
I really do. Best performance, I don't care. I don't even know who any of them are.
Audio
best
design,
audio
Hellblade.
design, I don't... Yeah, Hellblade, fine. I don't give a shit about audio design.
Best
Best
score.
score or music, I do care about.
Yeah.
Nier Automata, Destiny 2, Cuphead, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Persona 5. Cuphead should have won it, but it didn't. It went to Nier Automata. Fair enough, I suppose. But
Yeah, I've heard that score is incredible.
while that score is incredible, Cuphead, though.
Yeah. No,
The
Cuphead is
music
awesome.
for Cuphead, though.
Honestly, even Destiny 2's score is probably the best part about the game. That score is also
Well,
very good.
Destiny
like honestly,
2's score is just the sort of standard epic symphonic stuff. That doesn't do
Fair.
anything interesting.
fair. I've heard Persona 5 is amazing too. You can't comment on.
Mario
Well,
is
no, I've
pretty
heard some
good.
of it.
It
It's
does
good.
its own thing, but it's, you know...
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
say
sure
it's
Mario and Zelda are both
probably-
what you'd expect, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, they're the weaker entries on this list, but they're not bad
Yeah.
entries by any stretch.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I think Cuphead should have won, but Nier Automata, I understand why that won from what I've heard. So, yeah, that
I think
works.
that's the only award it won one too, so good for it.
Yeah, fair. Best art direction.
Ooh.
Destiny 2. Ha! No.
Yeah, I don't know why that's in there.
No. Horizon Zero Dawn. Like the robot's cool. The actual sort of everything else is a bit generic-y.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't have been surprised if it was published by Ubisoft the way it looks.
yeah, definitely.
Zelda Breath of the Wild, yeah, sort of get that. Persona 5, yeah, I get that, even though it's basically just an anime. And the winner, Cuphead, yeah, I understand why that won.
I'd say the only
fucking
other
hand-drawn animation that took
Yeah.
8 years. Yeah, I understand why that thing won.
No, Cuphead's entirely well deserved. I'd say if Cuphead wasn't in this list, then Persona 5 should win, and the other three are kind of Not that
Yeah,
they're particularly
I agree.
bad, but like
They don't do anything interesting.
yeah, exactly. Best narrative.
Yeah, best narrative is the next one. What Remains of Edith Finch, Nier Automata, Hellblade, Wolfenstein, Horizon Zero Dawn. What Remains of Edith Finch won because it couldn't really win much other much other categories.
From what I've heard,
yeah, it's just a walking simulator. That's all it's got to work on.
Yeah.
I'd go with Hellblade personally. I know the narrative to that. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn's a very generic open world narrative.
I've heard Niers is pretty cool.
Yes, I've also heard that. I also like the fact that when you die, it puts up a sped up version of the credits.
Does it really? That's hilarious.
Yeah, it genuinely does. It's quite funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh dear.
Wolf 2 is good still. Honestly, all these are good except for Horizon, from what I know.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. But, like, Edith Finch, Senua, and Nier, I think, are the top three by far. They outclass the other two by far.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, our interest rate has just risen again.
Lovely.
Yay, great. Best game direction. We have Wolf 2, Resi 7, Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Breath of the Wild. I wouldn't have said Breath of the Wild because it's an open world game and it's very hard to direct an open world game. I just said probably Resi 7 because it's the least open game out of all of them. Yeah,
I'd say the only two... I don't even think Mario... Well, Mario fits in, but I don't really think Horizon or Zelda fit in this category per se.
No, they don't. They're not directed. They have, like, a plot, but there's nothing directing you to the plot.
Yeah. Like, Horizon and Zelda only take 80 hours because you're spending 60 of that hours doing other things. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'd say Resident Evil and Wolfenstein over Mario in terms of pure, like... Well, no, I guess Mario deserves direction, too. I don't know. Mario. I'm trying to debate, because Mario's kind of open world, but, like, it's done so well, and it's not, like, super open world. I don't know. It's a weird kind of blend.
Yeah, it knows what it's doing, and it's doing it well. So I can see, I can understand Mario winning. I can understand Resi winning. I don't necessarily understand Zelda winning. But anyway.
Yeah.
And that leads us to the final and possibly most controversial category, Game of the Year. It's controversial because it had PUBG in it.
Yeah.
And it's also got Mario Odyssey, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Breath of the Wild. Again, they've been in quite a lot of categories. Breath of the Wild won. Out of all of those, I would have picked Mario Odyssey or Persona 5.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised Zelda won. Not surprised it was nominated. But
I'm not surprised. It's not a bad game, but it's not the game that I was expecting everyone to think is the best game of the year.
Exactly. Same. Just because, I heard so much praise for Zelda, of course, but, like, it was also a weird time because it was also, like, the Switch had just come out, and, like, there were still some issues with it, and from what I know, it's still, like, it's the best of an open world game. Whereas I feel like Persona and Odyssey are just entirely wholesomely unique experiences. Whereas Zelda is still unique, but I feel like out of Mario, Persona, and Zelda is probably, you could compare it most to, like, other games. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, yeah. So, that's the Game Awards. Feel free to leave a comment on any of those that you agree or disagree with them or us on.
Debate us.
Don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, seriously, don't tell us to kill ourselves because we like a game.
Yeah, I really can't be asked to deal with that. I have no...
But we'll happily argue with you.
Yes, we will. So that's a thing. That's the Game Awards were a thing, and we are going to wrap up the show because that was quite a long time. And that brings us to the end of another GameCast Newscast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, or a share, whatever you fancy. Our social links are down in the description, and you can just, join in the comments and Discord and all that stuff. Come and join us.
Woo!
Yes. I'd like to say thank you to my co-host, Max.
Hey, of course, my dude. Thanks for having me.
Cool. And stay tuned to GameCast for more news, reviews, let's plays, podcasts, lots of fun things. We're putting stuff out every week except for Christmas week, where we're having a nice week off. But other than that, I have been Snowy, and we will see you next time for more news talking rubbish.
Bye, everybody.